This next review is about juices I got from a place called Vapes. Since I mentioned them in the video I just made for Alice in Vapeland, I figured I would do a video on it. And I've had them long enough, because I've had them, I think, since these were made on the 1st of March. So I think it's been long enough. It's like some of them did really need steeping, and I haven't tried them in a while, and it's the 23rd. So, I don't know, 22 days, a little bit over 3 weeks. I think they're pretty much should be as steeped as they're going to get. And I don't feel like waiting a whole month, because by then I'll have my other order of juice. So, yeah. Basically, I have mixed feelings about Vapes. But before I get into that, I do want to try the two that I've been waiting on, because flavors do tend to change, especially dessert type flavors, anything with chocolate or the thicker notes or more rich notes or whatever. For whatever reason, they take longer on average to reach their desired taste or whatever. So I think I tried the one last night, but this kidney puncher, I don't know if it's the kidney puncher or my SVD, but I just have so many electronics, whatever issues. Like, if it's not my laptop, it's my camera or my phone or my e-cig, my MP3 player, TV. I don't know what it is. It drives me insane. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna put this peanut butter NomNoms. NomNoms. I personally, and I could, just be prude, whatever, I don't care for the really funky attempt at cute names that some of these vendors give their juices. Like, could you just call it peanut butter cookie, which is what it's supposed to be? It'd be so much better to me. But I will say that they do give decent descriptions of their juices, so it's not like a deal breaker for me. I don't like saying it. Like, one of the other flavors I got was unicorn poop. Like, I'm not 10. Like, I don't use poop in my vocabulary. I don't know. I don't like it. Anyway, so this is peanut butter NomNoms, and it's on my kidney puncher 2.0. I'm gonna start at 3.7. It's usually around where I like my flavors. Yeah, it's not really much better than it was. I don't know. Mind you, all of these have no nicotine in it, and I'm not really sure if that makes a difference or not. I'm determined to think that it does, but I don't know yet. I just turned the voltage up. That's what that was. I'm seeing if it makes a difference, because sometimes these dessert flavors taste better if they're hotter. It's a little bit better at 4 volts with a 2 ohm resistance. But the thing I'm getting about this, like, it's really weird, because overall I do like the flavor, but there's like a note in it that I'm not caring for. It's like an artificial flavor in the background that I don't like. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of this one. I make my own peanut butter vapes, and The only way I can describe it, I don't know what vendor they use, if they use a vendor. I don't know if they make their own extracts for their flavors or what. But I use Perfumer's Apprentice for my peanut butter. It's the best peanut butter I've found out of the couple I've tried. And it's a very temperamental flavor, really a temperamental company. Because depending on how you do it, you can get like really perfumey, you know, go figure, Perfumer's Apprentice, perfumey results from the flavors. If you use too much, or don't let it air out, or whatever. Which I did leave the cap off overnight on this one, like maybe a week or so ago. I might try to just actually take because it has like the little nipple, that kind of, again, it is harder to squeeze, which I don't really care for, but whatever. But there's not a lot of like, I don't even know if you can see the little air channel in there. You can kind of, but it's not a very large opening, so maybe it didn't air out enough. But I am going to try that because I'm getting a perfumey kind of like chemical note to it that I don't like. If that were to go away, it would be okay. It's still not my favorite peanut butter that I've tried, but there are several people on the forum that really like it, so it could just be me, because I do have a very finicky palate, or whatever you want to call it. So that was peanut butter NomNoms, not really a fan, and it is a 50-50 blend, which all of them are, in case you were wondering about that. So the next one I'm going to try was the other one that I wasn't a fan of. This one they gave as a sample, which is nice because it's a good size sample. These, I believe, are 6 milliliter sizes or whatever. And this one's called Funky Monkey, and it's supposed to be a chocolate covered banana with peanuts. Mind you, I never even had a real chocolate covered banana, so that's just something to keep in mind. I like bananas and I like chocolate, I just don't know that I like them together. So alright. Now that one has gotten substantially better. Substantially better. Because at first with this one, because the thing about dessert blends or whatever, sometimes it takes a while for the flavors to not really blend, but a lot of times when you initially taste it, it tastes muddled because there's too many different flavors that are trying to compete with each other. But as it sits, they just seem to kind of balance each other out, and that's what this one did. At first I was getting a kind of chemical taste similar to the peanut butter one, but a banana instead of that, and the chocolate really wasn't that pronounced either, which, like, as I said, chocolates take a while to, you know, get to where they need to be, basically. Yeah, that one's definitely a lot better. I personally wouldn't repurchase it just because it's not bad or anything. It's just I like my bananas by themselves. I don't really like them with chocolate anyway. It is a nice banana flavor. It doesn't taste overly artificial. Like if you've ever had those Runts candies with the banana in it, or the banana in the Runts candy, whatever. A lot of vendors juices that have banana, it tastes like that, like an artificial candy banana. And this one, it has a slight, it's kind of like a mixture between that and a real banana, but it's definitely more on the real end opposed to like the artificial end. And the chocolate's there, but it's not overly pronounced. I definitely get banana as like the thing that's standing out amongst anything else. And then it does have a very slight nut note to it. So if you like chocolate covered bananas or whatever, you probably would like it. I don't really. I mean, like I said, I never really had it. I never really wanted to. So I don't know. I am kind of interested maybe to try a different banana from them, since I do like the banana flavor in it. But I don't know. Like I said before in a different video, like I have so many liquids right now, it's ridiculous. The next one is unicorn poop, which I mentioned briefly before. It's supposed to be a kind of like raspberry, blue raspberry kind of blend or whatever. This one wasn't as bad right off the bat as the other ones, but it definitely, like after a week, got really, really, really good. I really like this one. It's definitely amongst my top favorite flavors that I've tried so far, like overall. And in another video, the Allison Vapeland one, I mentioned the April Moon flavor that they have. This one is very similar to that, except stronger. So if you like the April Moon but are looking for something a little bit more bold, I would definitely try this because it is so, so good. Like, I really like it in my tank. Like, I think it's no, it's not. I used to have it in here. This is my pro tank, but I took it out because it was actually a little bit too strong in the tank. So I'm gonna put it in a carto. But actually put it into Clearamizer, and it's a little bit too weak. So it's like, I don't know. Still a little bit of the peanut butter in there. Yeah, if you like blue raspberry candy, like the sucker, I forget which like brand it is or whatever. There's like a blue raspberry sucker out there. It might be by Charms, like the Blow Pops or whatever, but it tastes exactly like that. It's really, really, really good. Like, I don't really like regular raspberry, but I really like blue raspberry. And I'm a big sucker for candy vapes. Because I love candy, I just don't really eat it anymore. Because I avoid sugar. And when I eat sugar, like the rare occasions I eat it now, it does make me ill. It gives me a headache and makes me nauseous and stuff. So being able to vape it is the perfect solution, because there's like, if there's any calories to it, it's virtually nothing. So a lot better that way. See this freaking, I don't know, if you have a kidney puncher atomizer or any atomizer really, and you get varied resistances on it after you clean it, you can let me know, because like, I'm sure it's something that I'm doing wrong. Like, I'm not even gonna try to like act like it's not my fault, but I know like if you blow like this way, like not where the threading is, it's supposed to be bad, which I have noticed if I do blow that way, it messes with stuff. Which, I mean, makes sense, because it might be blowing the coil out of its position or whatever, which will affect the resistance, because I know that's what happened with one of these. These kidney punchers are good atomizers, but they're very temperamental. Like, it's still non. Anyway, I already know what this last one tastes like, so I'm not going to worry about it. It's my favorite. It's probably my favorite e-juice, period. It's amazing. Like, people on the e-cig forum were raving about it, and even though it didn't sound like something I would necessarily like, I got it anyway, because I really do like honeydew melon, which is what it's supposed to be a mixture of honeydew melon and pear, and maybe something else. Oh, strawberry. That's what it was. Strawberry, honeydew, and pear. It is amazing. Right when you get it, it's good. Like, I was blown away. I was like, it's probably the first and only e-juice that I vaped, and I was like, blown away. Like, taken back. Like, just amazing. And it's only gotten better as it's sat. It hasn't changed too much. It's probably changed the least out of any of the ones I've tried, but it's gotten a little bit more, I guess the flavors have become a little bit more intense. Not a lot, but just a little bit. But it is just amazing. I definitely get probably strawberry and honeydew more than the pear, because I don't really like pears that much, like the fruit, but it works with this. Like, I couldn't even tell you if I can taste the pear at all, but I don't know. I definitely will be getting a bigger one of these. It's just, I want to get through some of the other juices I have, and like I said, I have another order coming of juice because I have no willpower. And there's a thread on the eCig forum that just makes me want to buy more juice, even though I don't need it. But once I get through some of my juices or have extra money, which is another issue, like, my influx of money has not been very substantial lately, so I need to chill on my spending. But Honey Peary I will definitely be getting like a full-size bottle of, because it is outstanding. Like, it's my favorite juice by far, like, that I've tried so far. So anyway, that was Vapor Chef, and they're really reasonably priced too. Like, I paid like, I want to say maybe $17 or something. It was like under $20 for like shipping, and the it was 3, so it was probably less than, so like $4.50 or something each, and then the shipping, I want to say it was around $15 or $16. So that's not bad for 6 milligrams or milliliters of juice. And then they threw in, like I said, a full size of that. I don't know with them if you can choose what sample they give you or not, but I don't know. You could always put in the comments and see what happens. But anyway, I got them really super quickly. It took like 2 or 3 days to get, so really good on that. And their website's nicely laid out. They have good descriptions of the juices there, and I don't know, I just really like them. So if you want to check them out, check them out. And if you have any questions, put them below.